man. I like the song y'all got.
Right on.
Like
Right
that.
on. Me and Manny knocked that out not too long, well, almost a year ago now. So, yeah. All right.
I see you. I'm doing big things over here at the Family Bloodline.
Right on.
So,
Welcome back, good people. Today, I don't know why that jumped back on. There we go.
there we go.
All right, welcome back, good people. I'm off on the sideline because this ain't going to be about me this evening. We have a special guest in the house. We got Slick Garuzzi.
What's up, man?
Yeah,
Garuzzi.
from the Family Bloodline Podcast. Give you a round of applause real quick because that's how we usually do it whenever I've got my sound cases with me.
Real
And
talk.
yeah.
I appreciate y'all having me, though. Shout
For
out to
sure.
Family Bloodline, man. It's
Yeah.
good to be here with you.
Hey, it's good for you to be here with us as well, man.
No doubt.
So we literally met a few minutes ago, bro, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I've been hopping in and out of some spaces today. So you were telling me
Mhm.
who you are, where you from, how you got out here, what you do, so on and so forth. So
For sure.
let's travel back down that road real quick. Tell the people who you
Man.
are, where you from, and all the other good stuff about you.
I appreciate you. Well, hey, my name's Slick Garuzzi. I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, you know, home of the Steelers.
Okay.
I keep my terrible towel.
All right, black and yellow.
Black and yellow, you know. But you know, I had to come out here to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, because you know the opportunity. Try to bring something back home for my people. You know, so I'm out here doing music, do a little acting on the side.
Okay.
Did a couple of small roles in like shows like Bel Air, All American, Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, you've worked on those shows.
Yeah, just small,
Oh,
super
man.
small roles, nothing crazy. But coming from where I come from, it's like
That's
I used
big.
to watch it on TV.
Yeah,
To see myself on there, my mom and family calling me, rewinding it back 20
Yeah.
times. Like, yeah, there you go. So,
Look,
like,
man.
I'm out
Yeah,
here
we
just
can't
trying.
let you minimize that at
Yeah,
all, bro.
yeah.
That's big thing. That's huge for sure. Congrats on
I
that.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
I
that's
try to
dope.
be humble, but it's like, you know, small steps. I look at small steps as small steps are sometimes huge to somebody. So
Absolutely.
a small step might be small to a giant, but an ant will never be able to even climb that step.
Absolutely.
So it's like,
Yeah,
you know, I just try to stay humble as much as
Yeah.
I could.
I get that, but also don't minimize your
Yeah,
accomplishments,
ain't no
brother.
doubt,
You
no doubt.
that's huge. Not everybody does that. I've been acting for a little while now, and I've not made it to where you are.
Hey,
And so I absolutely congratulate you
You
on
will.
that, brother. That's super dope. I'm proud of you, man. I'm
thank
proud
you.
of
I
you.
appreciate that for
For
sure.
sure.
It's
For
been a
sure.
long journey, man. You know, so coming from Pittsburgh, it's a small city.
Mm-hmm.
So to come here to LA is like such a rapid change. You go from small city mentality to such a fast big city. So I'm just trying to get in where I fit in. It's not that I'm not trying to minimize it.
Yeah.
But I'm more so like when I came here, I should say, it's like a competition. Everybody's always like, yo, I did this, I did that, I did
Right.
this. So I try to like let my work more so speak for itself as opposed to just coming out and just like, yo, like, yeah, I was doing this, right? Because like
Right.
we all doing that out here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. But that's dope, man. That's still super dope,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Like
Thank you.
rounds of applause
Hey,
for that. Absolutely. That's good to see.
ain't no doubt.
So from Pittsburgh, you were born and raised,
Born and raised.
and acting brought you out here, or did the music bring you out here?
Music. So when I was a kid, my dad, he lived in California.
Ah,
And I lived in Pittsburgh. He was in the military.
okay.
So I didn't like he was always a great dad, always in my life. But unfortunately, I didn't see him every day. You know what I'm
Sure,
saying?
yeah.
So when he would come home on the side, aside from the military, he had a big music website, raphead.com. And like he would go out. I remember times he would like be out promoting like Wiz Khalifa,
Yeah.
who was my favorite artist at the time.
Yeah.
He's from my city. So I'm like, oh, Wiz, like,
Yeah, I rocks with Wiz.
yeah, shout out Wiz.
Yeah, for
But,
sure.
like, he
Shout
was
out
doing-
Wiz
he
for
was
sure.
doing work for him, and like as a young kid, I had the idea, like, damn, am I allowed to cuss?
Ah, hell
My
yeah,
bad.
that's
Yeah.
motherfucker, man. We're grown.
I had the idea. I'm like, damn, like if I write some music when my dad come to town, I might be able to hang with him a little more because you know he was doing the music stuff.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, yo, I'm 8 years old. I'm about to write something because I can hang with him. And eventually, it just became something I love to do. Like, and that's pretty much where it came. How I got to LA. Pretty much just doing music in my city and making a small name for myself.
Did writing at that young age, did it assist you with being able to spend more time with them?
Uh, I would say, yeah, I would say it worked because I remember one time, the first time I ever went to the studio,
Yeah.
like I had this little small Guitar Hero microphone, and
Okay.
I don't know how I figured this out so young, but I had like a Guitar Hero microphone. It had a USB,
Hmm.
and then there was like this free little program on my computer. I'm like, one day I plugged it in. I'm like,
And it
it
worked.
started working. I'm like, oh, hold up.
Yeah.
Well, all right, we in the game, but it
Right.
didn't sound that good. So I remember one time he came home from California, and I was letting him hear the stuff I've been working on, and he couldn't believe. I'm like, I'm probably 11 years old at this time, and I done figured out how to take blank CDs and burn
Yeah.
it on the computer, put my songs on them. I was walking around school selling them for $5.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so I guess he kind of looked at it. He like, hold up. So when he came home, he made a call, and we got into a real studio. So I
Yeah.
recorded my first song. So I would say it helped out because he
Good.
became a lot interested. Like, hold up, man, my son's out there doing X, Y, Z. But the one thing with it is, the reason I can't say it fully helped because my dad, he was always the type to like want me to instill stuff in for myself. So
Mm.
at first, when I'm like, yo, you trying to help me out? You trying to do this? Call this person X, Y, Z. He wouldn't really do it. He's kind of like, and it's not that he was kind of being shady. It was more so like, I want you to do it for yourself first. I want
Yeah.
you to develop the love for it. So after a while of doing it on my own, there came to a point where my dad would try to like, hey, but I'm already going.
Push it.
You
Yeah.
feel me? So
Yeah.
that's my boy though. Like he always throw me ideas, and essentially it worked. Yeah,
That's good, man. I love hearing that.
no doubt. I
Love hearing that.
appreciate that.
So the acting and the music, before we get too far, the question that I have for you is, from rap and even acting, who are some of the biggest influence?
Hmm.
Who are some of your biggest influences? What drove you this? When you were sitting down either watching or listening to something or somebody, what made you say, you know what, I want to do that. I'm gonna try my hand at that.
Yeah. All right. So one of the first, honestly, it sounds crazy, but I used to like when I was a kid, I was a big Eminem fan.
Okay.
As I got older, for my own personal reasons, he kind of dropped down from my GOAT list. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like he was always up there, but as I got older, it kind of like
Sure.
I kind of understood more about certain things. I'm
Yeah.
like, you feel me? But he was the first person I probably liked in terms of his lyrics because I didn't understand how he would be able to use such big words and put together such like intricate sentences while having to still kind of like rhyme and syllables, and it just was crazy. But
So what's one of your favorite lines?
I don't want to use him though. I just want to.
Okay.
Cause I rock with him. Don't get me wrong.
No,
but,
I got you. I got you.
I just had to musically. He was one of the first made me like actually like words. You get what I'm saying? Because he broke it down. But all time it got to be Hov, Jay-Z for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my biggest musical inspiration because I appreciate what he was able to like for him to be born in 1960. Like he was born in 1968, I believe, and he was around for so many different eras of music and able to stand on top while changing the whole scope of his life simply through music.
Yeah.
So that's probably my biggest inspiration. And if we he got too many lyrics, I can't even think of one. I started thinking of like so many at once, but like my favorite song by one of my favorite songs probably Soon You'll Understand.
Okay.
Just because it makes me feel like home. Like
it
makes me feel like they'll understand why I left one day. They'll understand why I did a lot of things I did as a kid. They'll understand just a lot. So you understand. So,
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's perfect, man. That's a perfect answer. It's a bit of foreshadowing what you're doing now, what your motivation is, what you're pushing through to do.
For sure.
Right. Not hitting your ceiling, but you jumping towards it.
Yeah,
and that's the goal, right? That's always the goal, is to continue to climb and try and be better, do better, and exercising that muscle to be able to be a great one, be considered to be a great one, be in somebody's top 5. When I was a kid, Source magazine was a big thing.
I always watched that. What was it? The Source Awards. That video. I watched that over and over. Honestly.
Man, but they used to give mics out for albums, right? So I used to be a hip hop head, and I stood in line when I stood in line for a couple of CDs. That's dated myself a little bit, but the GZA from Wu-Tang, he was dropping Liquid Swords, and I stood in line and I listened to that record 10, 15 times back to back. I had to memorize it. Him and Meth did a song with Inspector Deck on it, where it starts out. Meth starts out. I breaks it down to the bone gristle. Head speakers, scud missiles, heat seekers, Johnny Blaze, night man.
Meth was going out.
Killing it.
Meth was that boy.
Yeah, man. It's just listening to their flow, their style. I used to be a huge Wu-Tang fan too, but all the different movements of music that just made me want to be like, damn, let me jump into this. Let me figure this out.
For sure.
Not a rapper, I'm a singer, but that was one of my points of like, let me try this. I'm still too shy to do it. And I'm saying all that just to say, outstanding that you've decided to, you can hear me? I'm sorry. It's outstanding that you've decided to continue to push through to what you want to do, right? And you had the wherewithal to understand that that was your thing and that's what you wanted to rock out to. I applaud you for that again.
Yes, sir. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
So pushing the conversation a little bit forward, tell us about your style. Tell us about your genre. Tell us about what you shaped yourself after. What if somebody listened to your music, would it be reminiscent of, right? Tell us a little bit about that.
All right. So what I like to explain Pittsburgh as, it's like, if you've never been there, you wouldn't understand. If you've been there, you probably know what I'm talking about. But it's like such a small town with a big city mentality. So everything that somebody might go through in a big city, you know, I'm from the inner city of Pittsburgh, you know, the hood. Okay. So, you know, everything somebody might go through probably happened there. But the only difference is we're such a small town. We kind of think we're a big town. So I really just talk about the experiences of being from a place like that, like the good, the bad, whether it's, you know, what we go through from our type of communities, or, you know, sometimes you might got to tell the other side what it is, like, you know, the negative side. So you gotta give both perspectives. So I like to make perspective type rap just from where I'm from. Like I said, a lot of people never been there, but once you hear it, you kind of realize like, wait, this is something I've been through too, or something that you've seen at least. So I just like to tell my perspective of where I grew up from. That's all. And if it hits somebody, it hits somebody.
Yeah. So what's your goal with music? Or even acting for that matter? Because you're not a monolith. Right. Yes. So what's your goal with acting? What's your goal with rapping? What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve?
It's always been hard for me to answer because like when I said, when I first started making music, it was just through the love of like the connection with my dad. When I first started, I didn't have a goal. Like I didn't think like one day I'm gonna get rich, one day I'll live in LA, one day nothing. Like I just loved making music at first. You get what I'm saying? And my goal, honestly, at this point, of like after years of doing it and noticing I can make some of it, and noticing like it's brought me so far. It's brought me, like, I'm from the projects and I live in Los Angeles now, and I'm at a event like this with a bunch of engineers, and you know what I'm saying. So it's just like it brought me far. So I just honestly want to be able to comfortably live, take care of my family, and make an impact doing something I love. Like I want people to remember, like, oh yeah, he was hard. Like that guy was nice. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I just want to remember.
Yeah, that's good, man. I love it. Projects. What are some of the projects that you're currently working on, or do you have anything that you're going back to remaster to push back out? You got any venues you're about to be at? Yeah.
So for sure. So we recently just did the Viper Lounge over on Sunset Boulevard. We had a nice show, sold out show there. We did it. It was pretty dope. I might do there a few more times. Who knows if they book me again? We'll see. But I'm dropping a lot of singles right now. Trying to hit up with the singles. I got a mixtape I've been planning called Who is Slick Garuzzi Part 1. That'll be my first tape I've ever dropped. I really want to just take everything that I've built over these years since I told you, like since I started, and give it to them in one project. Like, this is me. This is what I've grown to be. This is like the music. You know what I'm saying? So I got the Who is Slick Garuzzi, bunch of singles we pumping. You might could catch some shows down on Sunset somewhere. I just went home recently. I did a Christmas toy drive for the hood. You know, I went back, gave the kids some toys, some coats. It was real successful. And I'm out here working on a lot of music with my producers, Andre Legend, 808 Mafia, my boy Perps. So we just cooking every day, all day, just trying to figure out what's next.
And so I heard you say we. I was about to ask you, who is your we? Like, who is it that you're actually pushing music with?
Got you. So me, I'm Slick Garuzzi. I got a brother named Coke Garuzzi, who's pretty much just like we do music together. That's my boy. That's my bloodline. But I got a lot of producers out here. My boy Andre Legend, shout out him. Shout out Nickensburg, Astro on the beat. That's his Instagram name, Nickensburg. I don't know how to pronounce it really. My bad if I messed that up, bro. But Astro on the beat, Perps, Andre Legend, JJR. Got a bunch of producers on my team. But as far as artistry, it's just me and Coke. We just pumping out. I got a bunch of artists I mess with, like we real close. But Garuzzi is a real small knit group.
That's good. So as far as videos, have y'all produced any videos?
Mm-hmm.
And are they all on Instagram or are they on YouTube as well?
Yeah. So I got a bunch of videos on YouTube. Just search Slick Garuzzi, SLICKGURUZEE.
Okay.
You know, I got a bunch of it's on all platforms. I just dropped a video called Know What You Want. It's on TikTok, all platforms. It's doing pretty well. On TikTok, it went up. I put it on there, got like 1,200 likes in like a day. And I'm just looking like, I didn't even expect it to do that. I'm just looking like as it go up, I'm just watching. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But it was dope. We dropped that video probably last week.
Okay.
I got a bunch of singles coming, and yeah, that's it.
Have you worked with anybody in the Bay Area, or has it just been down in Southern Cal, SoCal so far?
Mainly SoCal. I did some music with the Baby Stone Gorillas.
Okay.
I got a song coming with Sada Baby too from Detroit.
All right.
He pretty much I got a little opportunity. We made this song, and I reached out to him on Instagram, and I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, we got the song, I want to drop it, and he gave me the blessing, be a real one. Shout out Sada Baby. He's like, yeah, go ahead and drop it. So got something with him coming. And up in the Bay, I don't got too many artists I've worked with, but one of my videographers, he's from up there.
Mm-hmm.
My boy, Extended Clip CNT.
Okay.
That's one of my main videographers out here. So we just been going crazy for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. So are you here just for the mic shootout, or are you going to attend NAMM as well?
I'm going to go to NAMM. Yeah, I'm going to go to NAMM. So I'm the only reason I'm here, and I got to give my boy a shout out because my boy Jordan Gilliam, Young Obama, he's from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
He runs a music tech 25 company where he teaches like kids music and how to use this type of equipment and all of that stuff. He called me like, hey, bro, I'm in LA. Come link up. And this happened to be where we met up at. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Yeah, so I pulled up, and now here we are. You feel me?
Yeah.
And we're going to go to NAMM tomorrow, and it's going to be a great time, great weekend.
Have you been to NAMM before?
Never. I'm excited.
Never?
Never.
Oh, man. You are in for one hell of a fucking treat.
That's what they said. They said it's going to be a lot.
NAMM is wild. It's one hell of a ride, bro. Oh, my goodness. So this is my second time coming. First time I came to it 2 years ago, and I was dumbfounded, like I could not describe the amount of stuff that was happening.
That's what they're all saying.
Yeah, and it's impossible to like, if people don't, especially if you're a musician or producer, engineer, anybody in the music industry, if you don't actually come to NAMM and experience it, you'd never be able to actually describe
You're missing out, huh?
Yeah, it's ginormous. It's huge. There's so much that's happening, so much that's happening.
I can't wait to go.
Yeah. So what are you looking to get out of NAMM?
Honestly, the same thing. I came here. I just want to shake a couple people's hands and just say, "What's up? I'm Slick." You know what I'm saying? And whatever comes from that comes. If it's just an experience of, hey, I was in that room and I learned this about this mic and I seen this equipment, I'll be perfectly fine with not like I'm just looking for the experience and to learn and to meet people. That's all.
All right. So if there was advice that you could give anybody who's pushing to be an actor or anybody who's pushing for rap, before you answer that, what's your favorite song that you've written?
Oh my God, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
So one of the main reasons I'm here as well is because, like, aside from most artists, I'm also an audio engineer. I realized how expensive it was trying to pay these studios every time. You know what I'm saying? So I decided I'm gonna take that money, I'm gonna invest into my education. I'm gonna go to Full Sail University. So I'm certified for audio engineering. So
man, Full Sail is that deal.
Yeah.
Everybody, I need to get my ass in Full Sail. Everybody, like Manny's went to Full Sail.
It's
My
a
boy
great school,
Zoe,
bro.
Zoe started going to Full Sail,
It's a
and
great school, bro.
man, he was like, "Bro, you need to get into Full Sail." Like, I'm living right now, bro, but I'm gonna get
Yeah,
there. You
yeah. I
know?
was just like when I first got to Cali, it was the pandemic.
Yeah,
Nothing was open. Not everything was just. So I just made the decision. You know what? I'm gonna just like go to Full Sail online, like, and
yeah.
then finish. So to answer your question, it's just since I've done that, I record probably 6 songs a night.
What?
Yeah, like so, like honestly, so like it's hard to answer that because I got too much. I got too much music. Yeah.
Okay, so how about this question? If there was a song that you could release right now, even if it's not finished, right? But one of the songs that you pushed, put emotion into, that passion,
All
your
right.
drive, all
And
of
it's
that.
unreleased. All right, so I got a song called "The Meaning." When I was in high school, you know, we had these little women problems and all that. So I made a song, and it was pretty much like it was talking about the meaning of love, like, and I was kind of explaining how the girl I was talking about, I was asking her a question like, "Do you really know the meaning of love?" Like, and when I made the song, when I made that song, I feel like I took an elevation. Like I kind of elevated in my city because that was back when people would just email music around. I didn't drop it, but everybody had it in their email. So like, I remember just walking through the hallways, like certain people just like singing and like, well, like they might see me, they start singing it and stuff. So it's like I never dropped it, but that's one of them songs I always wondered, like, yo, if I would have dropped it, I wonder what would have happened.
So what have you done with it now?
It's still in my phone. I was 15 when I recorded it. It's
What's
still good though, but
what's stopping you from going back, taking another look at it and remastering it?
sometimes if I was to drop this song, even though my voice still sounds pretty good, I don't
Sure.
sound like a baby, I wouldn't touch it. I don't think I could duplicate the
You
same
went that
energy.
hard on
You
it.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
It
I
must have
don't
been
think I could.
raw.
Yeah, it was a good song.
That was raw.
I don't think I could duplicate the same energy.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I had it like I got a much like deeper voice now. I had a lot of youthfulness in my voice, and it was a high like I was using a lot of like high pitched singing. I guess you want to say like I don't know. But it was a good song though. But that was one, and then my first song ever was called Trillionaire. Like I told you, my dad took me to the studio. And my voice, I just sound like an 11-year-old kid rapping. And that's one of my favorite songs, even though like the words is I think the words is trash. I don't like the beat that much. Like but I listen to it, I'm like it's crazy what came from this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So have you thought about relooking that one and rewriting it?
Never.
You don't want to go back and
that one.
So is it just out of sentimental respect and
That's
value?
sentimental value for sure. Why I like that one. Like if I would, the only way I would, I kind of had a thought before. So for Who is Slick Uzi Part 1, this is kind of like exclusive. I ain't really never told nobody this, but for my first tape, I kind of had a thought like, all right, I'm thinking of the intro. I kind of hear like radio, you know, you change the radio, it's like shh, and then you hear different channels. So I'm kind of thinking like, you switch, you might hear my nana talking about me or something. You switch, you might hear somebody else, and then you switch. And I was honestly thinking about putting that song on one of the channels. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like that was the beginning. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am. So
absolutely,
little exclusive, Lord. That's what I'm playing.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro.
Yes,
Absolutely, that's super dope. That's a great idea.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, you ain't even got to worry about me trying to bite it. I promise you, I'm waiting for you to do it.
If anybody in the world bite it, I'm just pull this clip out. Like,
show you right.
You feel like, hey, we already see what's going on.
Yeah, that's dope, man. So one more time, because we gotta. I want to. This is the hard part about doing interviews, right? Because I actually do love talking to people, and I don't like doing just the surface stuff. As you can see, I'm asking you questions to get to know you, because I want to understand your music and your craft.
For sure.
Because I love watching evolution of artists from point A until they get to a pinnacle, or they hit a zenith and they keep pushing, right?
For sure.
I want to go further, and there's a lot of different injects that I want to have, but I'm a silly ass dude, so it'll be funny, right? And I laugh loud. But what I want to ask you is, would it be possible at a later date we come back and we do another interview
For sure.
after maybe you've done a few releases and you've hit a couple of venues, so on and so forth, and you've gotten more feedback. I want to keep up with you as you progress
For sure.
through your career, my man. Because again, I want to see the evolution.
I'd be honored.
You know, and if ain't nobody gonna be, and I'm sure you got people that are there that can congratulate you, but if ain't nobody else gonna do it, I want to make sure I give you your flowers while I'm watching you go from point A to point B, because I think that is absolutely spectacular.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. That's one of my passions. Just watching people. It's up to the individual to actually chase their dream and make it a reality. It's nobody else's job at all. And so when I see people doing that, I want to support that. I don't have to be a direct part of it. You know, I don't have to be here physically, but I want to, hey, let me tap in with you, bro. How you doing? You know, how's the family doing? So on and so forth.
I would love that, bro. That's real. That's what we're supposed to be doing when you meet somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think it's needed. I think it's needed, you know, to hear each other just congratulating each other and knowing that I might not be here directly, but you got somebody pulling for you.
For sure.
You know, no matter what's going on, you got somebody pulling for you, bro.
Vice versa.
So right on, bro. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you telling me about the podcast. Letting me know you pulled me to the side. You said we're gonna go do it right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now. All right,
let's get it.
So I appreciate that proactiveness and just you know me from a can of paint. And there's probably so many more people who could be in this chair right now. So I appreciate
you're supposed to be in that chair right now. Yeah, that's why you're there.
That's love.
Absolutely. So my man, I appreciate it.
Yes,
again, it's always gonna be about you, especially when you on this platform and we're talking. It'll always be about you.
Ain't no question.
We want to see how you're doing. We'll always check in too, my man.
Hey, that's how the family bloodline's supposed to do it.
Absolutely. So one time, everybody, thank y'all for hanging out with us. With Slick Garuzzi.
Slick Garuzzi, here we go, man. Let's get it.
Here we go.